Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So this is the makeup I wore for my boyfriend's graduation. It's a dramatic look with a dark lip. So if you're interested, then just please keep on watching. So starting off, I am moisturizing my skin with the same Ives Timeless Skin Moisturizer. And right after I moisturize, I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm taking MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot on a brush and just applying that all over my eyelids. And for shadows, I'm taking the Tartelette palette and I'm going to be picking up the shade Free Spirit. And I'm just going to be setting the base we just applied. And now this brush is from Morphe. It's the M441 blending brush. And I'm going to be picking up the shade Wanderer. And I'm just going to be using that shade as my transition color. And I'm going to be applying that back and forth windshield wiper motions in my crease. And if you're looking for a good blending brush, this Morphe one is like everything. I have like so many and they're just amazing. And now moving on to the Lorac Pro palette, I'm taking the color Taupe and I'm going to be building up the color Wanderer. And I'm just going to be repeating basically the same steps, going back and forth in the crease to start intensifying the eye makeup. And with the same Morphe brush I'm taking the color Sable. And I'm going to be applying that in my lower crease, doing the same steps as the other two colors, but this time focusing it a little bit lower than the other two shades I used. And basically just keep building it up until I get it as dark as I want. And with that same Morphe brush, I'm picking up the color Espresso and I'm working that in my outer V. And I'm making sure this color is very nice and blended and it just looks very seamless because this is the last dark color I'm going to be applying to the crease, so everything just needs to look very flawless. And now with this flat no-name brush, I'm picking up the color Nude and I made sure to spritz my brush with a bit of Fix Plus beforehand so the color can look more intense. And I thought it was a little bit too plain, so I took some Too Faced glitter. This one is a Nude Beam glitter. And I just applied that on top of the other color. And now with this Angle BH Cosmetics brush, I took the color Espresso again, just making sure the crease is very defined. And now for brows, I'm just taking this matte brown eyeshadow. And I'm just going to be applying that to my eyebrows, filling in the sparse hairs, and brushing them out. You can see the difference. And now with some concealer and this little e.l.f. flat brush, I'm just going to be lining the bottom of my brow just to clean them up so they're not so messy, and then just blending that out with my fingers. And now moving on to the face again, I'm taking my Benefit Porefessional primer and I'm just going to be applying that to my T-zone. And for foundation today, I took my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation and I'm just going to be blending that out with my damp beauty blender. And to start highlighting a bit, I took the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Classic Ivory and I just applied that to the high points of my face. And here for the eyeshadow part, I'm taking it on the edge of my eye to make sure that my eyeshadow isn't so messy, and then going back in with the beauty blender and blending that all out, and then repeating the same thing on the other side. And to further highlight my face, I'm taking the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Neutralizer, and once again blending that out with my damp blender. And right away after that, I'm taking my Airspun powder with that same beauty blender, and I'm just going to be applying that heavily underneath my eyes so I don't get any creases. And then right after that, I'm just wiping it all off. And now for the rest of my face, I'm taking my MAC Studio Fix powder with this fluffy Sonia Kashuk brush and just applying that all over my face lightly. And to start bronzing, I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer by Benefit with my Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to be applying that to the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, and a little bit on my jawline and chin and nose. And to further contour my face, I'm taking the Anastasia contour kit with the Morphe stipple brush I talked to you guys about last time. And I'm just going to be applying that to the same areas. And to further bronze, I'm taking my Milani Soleil bronzer in the color 05. And I'm just going to be applying a little bit of that. And you have to be careful with this one because you can look a little bit orange. And then I'm going to be baking right away with that same Airspun powder. And for blush, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink on another Morphe stipple brush. and I'm just going to be applying that in little dabbing motions. And to start highlighting, I'm taking the Becca Champagne Pop. For more highlight, being super extra, I'm taking the Manizer by the Balm Cosmetics. And I'm also taking that same highlight underneath my brow bone and a little bit in my inner tear duct. And for underneath my lower lash line, I just took the color Sable and I smoked that out. And then applied some mascara. And now I'm just going to be dusting off all the baking powder I had underneath my cheekbones. And sprayed my face with some Fix Plus. And now I'm just going to be setting my eyebrows. And then moving on to lips. I took LA Girl Matte Gloss in the color Rebel. But I first lined them with the NYX Natural Lip Liner. And I'm just going to be cleaning them with that same Maybelline concealer. And just making everything nice and perfect. And that was the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed.